going.
Hello, I'm Autumn Wells from the Daily Planet, and I'm here today with Lauren Dowdy. How are you today?
I'm good.
Wonderful. Today we are going to talk about the topic, the right to die. First question, what is your professional opinion on this topic?
I oppose the right to die issue. Assisted suicide at first seems like a good thing to have available, but on a closer inspection, there are many reasons legalization is a very serious mistake. We must forget about our reasons and our personal wishes and focus on the significant dangers of legalizing assisted suicide. Assisted suicide would have many unintended consequences.
Could you explain to us the specifics on assisted suicide?
Of course, a physician, for example, who engages in assisted suicide would provide the deadly drugs to the patient upon the patient's request, and then the patient would take the drugs and then die.
Since you oppose the right to die, do you think people should be forced to stay alive?
No, many people think that influenza or assisted suicide is needed so patients would be forced to be alive by being hooked up to machines, but the law already permits patients or their surrogates to withhold or to withdraw unwanted medical treatment if that increases the likelihood that the patient will die. Thus, no one needs to be hooked up to machines against their will.
Do you think that a person should be able to say that his or her pain and suffering is too much to bear and have the right to be free of that pain?
Our duties towards others and ourselves certainly require responsible efforts to alleviate pain. At the same time, it is impossible to live without suffering, and therefore it makes no sense to talk about a right to be completely free of it. First of all, given the fact that people die unexpectedly every day of both natural and accidental causes, this philosophy is patently absurd. If, however, one simply considers the so-called right to choose death and suffering is too great, then we have to ask the question of what kind of suffering qualifies.
What are some of the common myths supporting in euthanasia and assisted suicide?
It is a myth that most terminally ill people seek suicide. According to available data, only a small percentage of terminally ill or severely ill patients attempt to commit suicide. It is a myth that single events cause people to end our lives. Contrary to popular opinion, suicide is not usually a reaction to an acute problem or crisis in one's life or even terminally illness. Instead, certain personal characteristics are associated with higher risk of suicide.
Thank you so much for your opinion, and that's all for today. Goodbye.